Hey YouTube, this video is to give you a little insight if you're considering relocating to the Tampa Bay area. There's a lot of things that people don't tell you about coming to Tampa Bay. You may have a job, but finding a place to stay, that's whether if you want to rent, if you want to purchase, sublease, whatever. It's very difficult. A lot of people are staying in hotels, staying with family members. So say for instance you choose to move down here and you have no family. The Airbnbs are full, hotels, they have waiting lists, and trust and believe, the scammers are everywhere. And you may see a home that you want to rent or a condo that you want to rent. The thing about that is that one property, there's 50 other realtors that's posting that same property. So you have the application fees, the holding fees, the security deposits. They may change that for any good reason. It's like sold to the highest bidder on a rental property. Rental properties, a 1 bedroom, you're lucky to get something for $1,300 a month. And that could be 500 square foot. Let's say you find something that's at a reasonable price, 1,100. Well, even before, they want you to fill out application before you even see any property. I've yet to see a property where a landlord has came and walked me through it. They're using COVID for a reason, because of COVID, no, go, I'll meet you, or I'll give you the code when you get there, let me know when you get there. Scam. Because they're going to give you the code ahead of time. So if you don't get the code ahead of time, then it's a scam. And a lot of times these homes are listed and they're not even for rent. And the homeowner doesn't even know. So you have to do more research on what other sites this particular property is posted on. Try to find out who's the real landlord. But unfortunately, you can't always find that out because they have like 20 different realtors who's saying, they're the realtor for this landlord. Say, for instance, you find something and, everything checks out. And you say you're going to give them $1,500 deposit. That's what they asked for. That's what you agree. Last minute, because they have another applicant that's willing to give them twice as much, $3,000, they're going to basically go with that person. Now, why would you need $3,000 for a deposit? That's unheard of. Well, it's common, but me personally, I haven't moved in 11 years, and it is so ridiculous. And everybody I'm running into, I'm asking for housing resources. We all have the same resources. We're all going through the same exact thing. And these are locals. And they're people who aren't locals. Every other person that you run into in Tampa, they're not from the area. So get ready to waste your money on application fees for nothing. And it has nothing to do with you because a lot of times they don't even run your application. That's what I want everybody to know. They don't run your application. I have proof where I've had can you pay a little bit more if you're approved? I will send back the person's deposit if you're willing to pay more. It's a hustle down here in the Tampa Bay area. And I'm saying as far as Hillsborough County, Pinellas County, and Pasco County. All three. Doesn't matter. Yes. Yes, you can have a job. There are jobs here, but there's nowhere to stay. They have property, but you also got to run into the income restricted properties. They have a lot of income restricted properties. And you know, one person, they can make over $30,000. And that's no money if you have to pay $1,300 for a one bedroom apartment. How? Don't know. But they, down here, they say, oh, we rely on the government to pay for the remainders. I understand subsidized homes, but you have some that don't even be upfront with you and they let you move in, take your money, and then, oh, they get out of it. You have to be gone within 7 days because you're over their income guideline because their property is a tax credit property for the developers. And I understand because if I was a developer, I would want all the all the tax credits I can get to. And I'm a business owner, so yes, all the deductions that I need, I'm going to take. I understand that, but for a lot of the property management companies not to disclose that and wait till after the fact of you moving, especially these new properties. There's a lot of new nice properties that you would never think that are income restricted. And there's a difference between income restricted and income based. Because income based, they go off your income. Income restricted, there's a certain amount that you have to pay. Say, for instance, they want $700 for a one bedroom. That's fine. You pay the $700. But you can't go over, what is it, $28,500. That's no money. But with that being said, no, your rent really is like $1,100, $1,200, $1,300 because, oh, they slide it in there, but it's not disclosed on the website, your contract, anything of the sort. But you can. So when you call up, you have to say, oh, are you income restricted? 9 times out of 10, they are income restricted. And then they ask you, oh, do you have anybody else to put on? And still, with 2 people, $40,000, that's still nothing. That's just another person with 20,000. You have 20,000, so you're still in the same boat where you don't meet the requirements. I'm so frustrated because it's like every person I run into say the same thing. COVID has messed up a lot of things. They think people have all this money to give to them for a deposit. And then you'll have where the rent is $1,500, $2,500 for a 1, 2, 3 bedroom. That's ridiculous. And then they want first, last deposit. At the end of the day, you're almost giving them $3,000 to $5,000 just to move. That's ridiculous. But then, oh, they want that $1,500, $2,500 within 3 weeks of you moving in after you done gave them all this money. Now, if you don't have a side hustle or whatever, or somebody taking care of you, and you're a normal person that works, they have a normal job, a normal life, that's impossible. It's impossible to maintain. I don't understand where they're not understanding, like, people don't have money like that. Just because the government is giving these incentives out, that doesn't mean that they have money like that, because number one, everybody's not getting them. And then those people don't have dependents like that, so they're not getting the incentives like the 10 grand or whatever. There's nothing wrong with people getting the incentives, nothing whatsoever. You need the help. Everyone needs the help. But all I'm saying is, before you move or consider moving to the Tampa Bay area, please have you somewhere to stay first. The internet is so deceitful. Even if so, my best bet is for you to Google that address around the neighborhood, whatever. Even still, on the outside, the hotels are the same way and they're overpriced. It can look like a nice hotel, but no. They're so booked where they're making only like, oh, we're remodeling, but we only have 30% of the room remodeled because they're trying to get all that revenue. I understand. But looking and purchasing online, and you get there and it's not what the picture seems. And that happens a lot. It's common, been common for years. But here, you gotta really, really pay attention to a lot of stuff. The phone numbers, as far as the landlords, everything. Like, they come and it's like flies on crack. Don't post saying that you're looking for a property for rent or anything of the sort. You'll get your email be flooded when you go through like Hotpad or all these different rent to own places. Like, no, you have a better chance on a rent to own lease versus straight up going to rent. And yeah, you're not familiar with the area, so you're not ready to purchase a home, and they don't understand that. But you have a better chance on that versus waiting and playing that game on who's sold to the highest bidder game and chasing a property for rent. I'm just saying. And it's beautiful. I love down here, but it has been a struggle. And I'm not the only person. You run into people that's been here 6, 7 months, 8 months, and then they have to, even the people who live here, their landlord is selling their property because the market is hot. It really truly is. But you have realtors that are telling people before you purchase, make sure that you have somewhere to stay, or you're going to be living in a hotel like everyone else here. And the market, yes, it's booming. It is booming for people. It's booming. But as far as rental, it's like good luck. Everybody wishes everybody good luck. But I'll upload some more content on the properties and the conversations, everything, to give you a better insight. And I'm not trying to discourage you from relocating here, but I'm letting you be aware because I didn't have a clue. Yeah, I had a job, everything, but no, didn't have a clue. And people use resources that they can use because people always say, oh, they have resources. Yes, they do. I've used them. And a lot of people have used them. And I could see if I was looking for a certain school district or something. No, I'm not. It's just me. No pets, no children. Saying they asked that, oh, felony, no record, no nothing. But because I'm not willing to give someone $2,500 to $3,000 for a deposit, that's ridiculous. That is totally ridiculous. Some people say, oh, that's what you have to pay. No, that's ridiculous that a person would want that. Then the apartments, oh, you notice with the apartments, townhomes, whatever, condos, that's what you want to call them. Oh, we have one left. And it's online, it says it's this price, and oh my God, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It can be $11.50, and oh, we have one left, and it's $14.50. Sometimes it comes, oh, it's when you purchase, when you want to move in. I understand that. Complex been having that for years. But there's no way that some of your 1 bedrooms are more than a 2 bedroom and there's still less square footage. But because you're thinking people so desperate to move in, you're like, oh, let me price gouge. Also, the gas down here price gouge too. And let me tell you, if you haven't been down south, yes, it's certain gas stations they charge you if you want to pay with plastic. If you want to use your credit or debit card, they charge you extra. So, just a little insight. But I love it down here. It's just been a struggle. Hope you guys get something out of this a little bit. I don't know. It's not a professional video or anything of the sort. I don't care. It's just something that I felt that I needed to share. But see you on the next video.